Welcome guys. Today I am going to show you the top 5 exploration video games you need to play. Before we begin, please like and subscribe to my channel. Now, let's jump into the video. At number 5 spot, we have Ghost of Tsushima. This is a PlayStation 4 exclusive that follows a samurai named Jin, who is the last shogun standing, to fight off a Mongol invasion. With all his samurai allies fallen due to the invasion, Jin learns quickly that the old ways of fighting will not protect his home from these ruthless invaders. As a result, Jin takes on a more stealth approach to eliminate these enemies, and it's also an open-world game. Which means players can freely explore new locations. There are quite a few areas worth checking out as well, which can further expand your health, resolve, or simply take images of the beautiful scenery. It might not be as full of a game for collectibles or other content to seek out as some of these other games on the list. But you can still find yourself getting lost within the world crafted by Sucker Punch. Next, number 4. No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky was first introduced to the world, there was some massive anticipation, with players eagerly awaiting to get their hands on a copy. Unfortunately, when the game was released, a lot of expectations, and even features players were excited about, were simply missing. It was a big letdown, with fans no longer interested in going back to replay the game rather shortly after its release. However, over a slew of updates, No Man's Sky has shaped into being an incredible experience for fans and well worth playing today. If you haven't touched the game since it first launched, this is very much an exploration game as well. Set to venture off into countless planets that are procedurally generated. There's no telling just what you'll find out on the planet. From a variety of unique aliens to toxic landscapes, players not only can explore to seek out some resources, but chart out their discoveries for other players to view in a massive database. You can easily sink countless hours playing through this game, and with more content being added to the title, you'll find that there is more to discover on a regular basis.
I don't really know what comes next, I'm just doing my best even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't, that's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first.
Next, number 3. Far Cry New Dawn. If you enjoyed Far Cry 5, then you know that the ending leaves you hanging. At the end of the game, you find that the world is on the brink of collapsing due to the end of the world, and you find yourself stuck with the antagonist, where the game ends following credits. Now, if you're hoping to find out what happens after the credits roll and what has happened to Hope County after the nuclear blast, Then you'll get the opportunity to find out in Far Cry New Dawn. This title takes place 17 years after the events of Far Cry 5, where you will find returning characters and the result of the protagonist and antagonist of Far Cry 5. With Hope County mangled and distorted by the nuclear blast, players will find new landmasses to explore. Survivors have started to rebuild the world, but a new threat of bandits has prevented Hope County from truly being free from tyranny control. Players will be stepping up to free up outposts and preventing the new bandit group, controlled by twin sisters, from destroying Hope County and the innocent citizens who dwell within it. As previously mentioned, this game takes place years after the events of Far Cry 5. Which means that if you played the game, then you'll be a bit familiar with the surroundings. However, it has been noted before that because the Far Cry 5 installment ended in a nuclear blast, there will be new areas formed to explore, along with past locations inaccessible. Ultimately, you're going to have some enjoyment exploring the new areas rather than getting the same overall land terrain of Far Cry 5.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Next, number 2. Far Cry 5. The fifth main title within the franchise, Far Cry 5, takes place within the United States of America and is a fictional Montana area known as Hope County. Within the narrative, the game pins players against Joseph Seed, a leader of a cult who has forced his way into controlling Hope County. As more innocent civilians become trapped and forced into submission under Joseph Seed's rule, only a handful of resistance stands in his way. Just as before, players can expect the title to deliver as a first-person shooter in an open-world environment, which can be explored either on foot or through vehicles. However, the campaign can be experienced both as a single-player narrative or through cooperative multiplayer.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your f***ing cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Finally, number 1. Final Fantasy 15. This is an action role-playing video game and the 15th main installment of the Final Fantasy franchise. Overall, the story of Final Fantasy 15 will center between two empires that have declared war. After Niflheim successfully captures the kingdom's Crystal of Lucis, a group of friends sets out to regain it. Players take control of Noctis, Prince of Lucis, who teams up with his fellow friends on a grand journey against a massive Empire force. The game is also set in an open-world environment with available quests and collectibles to gather. Gamers are encouraged to explore wide-open environments. Likewise, there was much to discover in the game's open world as you completed the lengthy campaign. Before ending the video, there is a bonus video game title I would like to suggest. That is Death Stranding Director's Cut. In terms of exploration, this is a great example of storytelling through settings in open-world gameplay. The director's cut of the game, which was released late last year, includes improvements to navigation and exploration, which some players may have found difficult in the original edition. For example, a stabilizer function that's able to be added to the backpack, making it easier to maintain balance while exploring the troubled terrain of the world post the Death Stranding event. This version of the game improves exploration mechanics with a number of subtle changes. Players can glide down mountainsides using the stabilizer function and cover large distances with much greater ease. For a game that has exploration at its core, functions like these make all the difference.
To change up.